time for my April favourites. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my favourites. I am boiling and this month has flown by. I'm feeling very 80s in this. It's even got like a ruffle here. There's a further down ruffle that you can't see. I was going to wear a bright lipstick, but I wanted to talk about a favourite lipstick because, you know, this video is about my favourites. Anyway, so I've got a few favourites to talk about, but a lot of them aren't makeup. So I'm going to talk about the two makeup favourites that I do have right off the bat. So first of all, I've got a concealer, and this one is one of the Believe the Hype. I've bought into the hype, and that is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I haven't personally tried the Tarte Shape Tape, which this is likened to quite a lot. It sort of has like a massive doe foot applicator and sort of is a very sort of thick full coverage concealer. What I like about this though is, I don't know if it's in part to do with the skincare that I've changed around my eyes, we'll talk about that in a minute, but it is, I don't know, I find it is a thick, it is a full coverage concealer, but it doesn't get too cakey under my eyes. I found it's easy to layer, both if you want to layer it up over like a colour corrector, or if you've done your makeup previously and then you're going out in the evening and you want to layer it up. I've just found it's been really easy to use and I've been enjoying the way that it looks. I find paired with a less full coverage foundation, it does still work. As I've mentioned before, I have really dark hereditary under eye bags, so it's one of those things that, you know, if there's things like colour correctors or products like this which I can use without making my under eyes look crepey or creasing or sort of like more wrinkly, then I'm for them. Anyway, yeah, so this is £4, you can get it from Superdrug, and I think it's one of those things that there was such a hype about it online, like I couldn't ever get the colour that I wanted. This is C1, which works well for me. Like it is a brightening concealer on me, it is lighter than sort of the rest of my face. I think the shade range is fantastic, particularly for a drugstore brand. But yeah, it's one of those things, I feel like now that the hype has died down, you'll probably be able to get your shade. I believe there's 14 in total. But yeah, I use C1 and I've been really enjoying using this, and I will continue to repurchase it. And the last makeup product that I have to talk about, as I said, I have got quite a bit of skincare and a bit of body care as well to talk about, but it's what's on my lips. Always I have a sort of brownie neutral nude to talk about. This is by Beauty Pie, and this is their, I think it's just their matte lipstick. It probably does have a name, but it doesn't say on the bottom, and this is the colour Cowboy Nude. As I said, it's what's on my lips today, always paired with Always and Forever my Milani lip liner in Spice. I've been loving this lipstick, I've been loving this lip colour. It's a nice lipstick. It says it's a matte, but it's definitely like a creamy matte. It's comfortable on the lips. It does wear off with, you know, obviously eating or drinking, but because of the colour I don't really mind so much, and it is easy to reapply. It doesn't sort of get weird if you want to layer it back over if you feel like you need to reapply it. So yeah, I've been enjoying using it. I think I explained the sort of premise behind Beauty Pie in my previous favourites, which is also my last video. Moving on to skincare, I want to talk about a mask. Now, the reason I haven't uploaded really anything this month is it's been my uni hand-in. Like I had it, it's literally Sunday and I had it on Friday, so I was just like, today, I was like, oh, I'm gonna film a video. But yeah, anyway, sort of in the midst of my hand-in, the way that stress comes out on my body is in this kind of like spotty, almost rash is too far of a word, but my chin gets irritated. And my whole like sort of this area of my face just like broke out, and I do get spots. I mean, I know my skin is spot prone, but it was more sort of almost like cystic acne. It was a whole thing, and I'm like, I don't need this on my face right now. But you know, if you ever want to know how stressed I am, just direct your vision to my chin and you'll be able to find out. Anyway, so whilst I was sort of staring at my angry and honestly quite sensitive, like the spots themselves were like annoyed. They weren't just like lumps that were docile, like if you touched them they were painful. So whilst I was staring at sort of my aggravated chin, a light bulb went off, and I remembered that I bought a selection pack of a brand of face masks. Now this brand is one I used to speak about semi-regularly, particularly talking about their masks, but sort of since they've expanded their line, I don't know, I've become less interested in what they're releasing because, okay, so basically I'm talking about Glamglow is what I'm talking about, and this is the white mask, which is the Super Mud Clearing Treatment. It's similar to the one in the black packaging, but this is just like then some. But yeah, with Glamglow recently, I've not been interested in anything they've been releasing. I don't give a fuck that you can get a Power Ranger or a My Little Pony face mask. Like I think in one sense it's fun, but I've tried the firming mask because I got it in the same set that I got this, and it didn't do anything to my skin. So whether that's more like a sort of like, hey, gonna take to a sleepover, a 40 quid sparkly mask. No, I want really to see skincare benefits. But yeah, and a lot of the stuff that they've released recently, I've just been like, I just feel like as a company they lost their way. But actually their core products, like the first mask they released was the black one and this was the second product they released. It's phenomenal. It's cleared up my chin instantly. I had that mask on my face for half an hour. I think it recommends 15 minutes, but I was doing something so I just left it on. And honestly, like my chin was so much more calmer, like the spots themselves that were still there, they didn't hurt anymore. It was just like, it just calmed the whole situation down. And I think sometimes with spot clearing treatments, you're always kind of in two minds as to whether the product that you're applying, like the topical treatment that you're applying, is that making a difference or is it just your skin recovering naturally? Whereas actually I truly do believe that this mask made a difference to my skin, because my face had been like angry like that for a few days and sort of anything I was doing to it wasn't really helping and it wasn't going down. And then I put this on and instantly it cleared up and like the spots were just like less angry and less red, and then by the following day like it was just almost back to normal. Like I still have like a few bits and bobs going around, but as soon as I put this on I was just like, damn, this is why I used to like this brand. So yeah, it's one of those things where maybe I shouldn't have written off Glamglow as much as I sort of had in my head, because their core products, as I said, are phenomenal. I feel like I've been really pessimistic about them, but you know, their lip plumping treatments, it's not for me. Their eye treatment, I haven't heard great things about. Their lip scrub, I haven't heard great things about. Their setting spray, I haven't heard great things about. So in the midst of, I suppose, mixed reviews on their new products, I implore you to remember that this mask is fucking amazing. So thank you, Glamglow, for sorting my face out. And next up I have a bit of a dual product harmonious situation that I've been loving. So I ordered from Muji, unfortunately there's not a Muji in Bristol, which is really annoying, these face lotion sheets. Now you can get them for like the full face, like a sheet mask, but these ones are specifically for your under eye area, although the picture of the lady on the back, I don't know if you can see, it also has them sort of around her smile lines, which is, I suppose, or would you do it that way? Yeah, she has it this way. So if you, obviously, because you know, people get worried about their wrinkles around there. Anyway, so these are just dry sheets which you can pop your own skincare on and apply it to your face. And what I wanted to use these in conjunction with was another beauty pie product, and it is from their Japanfusion line. And this is, so basically they have a 3-step system. Do you know what, out of all the Beauty Pie stuff, I will give you a sneak peek on my opinion of the Beauty Pie stuff. It's their skincare, which I think is like the secret winner and is what I think will keep people signed up to their service. Anyway, they have a 3-step system in their Japanfusion line, and I've just bought this product, although I now am interested in the other products in the line. This is their Hydra Prep Lotion. Again, because they're liking it to Asian skincare, I imagine this is their version of an essence. And what an essence is it's like a mix between a serum and a toner. It has the skincare benefits of a serum, but it's more akin to a toner in its sort of fluidity. As you can see, like, it's very liquid. What I've been doing is I've been taking these pads and I've been soaking them in this and then leaving it on my eyes, underneath my eyes, for about 10 minutes and then going about my day, and I feel such a difference under my eyes. I've had a few headaches recently and it's just, I don't know, it's just like having them underneath my eyes, I can feel an instant difference underneath my eyes having them there, and also I feel like I will feel a prolonged difference as I continue to do this. It's one of those things that I don't do this every night by any means. I sort of do it once a week and then as and when I feel like it. And I tell you what, this would be a fantastic hangover cure as well if your eyes are just feeling heavy, or if you stare at computers all the time. Stick this in the fridge and then put them together. Oh my gosh, you will be a match made in heaven. I've got 2 hair care products to talk about. Now first of all, this is one which was recommended to me by my friend and I love it. I'm almost out of it, so I thought I definitely should mention it. This is by Schwarzkopf and this is from their Live Colour XXL range, and this is their Ultra Brights colour cream. So basically this is a toner, I don't know if you can see around here. This is actually like a really almost navy blue. I use toning products in my hair quite regularly because the ends of my hair are blonde, and because of how dark my hair is, my hair can go brassy if I don't sort of stay on top of toning it. And this product you can use just as a toner, as it is, leave it on your hair for 20 minutes as like a treatment every now and again, which isn't how I've been using it. I have been adding this both to my hair conditioner or my hair mask depending on what I'm using at the time. Simpsons! And then what I'll do is I'll literally like mix it in the palm of my hand whilst I'm in the shower, put it in my hair, and then shave my body or put a face mask on, depending on whatever I'm doing. Just let it sit in my hair sort of as long as possible. So between about 5 and 10 minutes is how long I let it sit in my hair, and then I wash it out. Doing it that way, it's a less intensive treatment because I'm mixing it with a hydrating product, but honestly, the amount of time I spend in the shower anyway, if I added another 20 minutes on top of it, like, I would never leave. And next up, I have a styling product for your hair that I want to talk about, and this is by a brand called IGK. This is their Beach Club texturizing spray. I had some Indulge points to use it, and I hadn't had a texturizing spray in some time, and actually I was like, that's something I feel that's missing in my routine. So I went for this one. It's got the price on the side. It's £25, so it's not cheap. And the thing is I'm always wary with spending more money on products like this because I feel like because of the length and sort of the thickness of my hair, I'll go through these really quickly. There's some styling products like my Bumble and Bumble Texture Cream, which I've used in my hair. Like, I will continue to repurchase that even though it is over 20 quid. Like, that lasts me ages. Whereas products like this typically don't last me that long, so I'm always a bit dubious to see like, really how good are you, because I'm just gonna race right through you. At the moment, there's still a fair amount in there. I'm sort of using it sparingly, but I really enjoy sort of the texture spray again. What's funny is with my hair, if I sort of just wash it and let it dry naturally, it's quite straight and quite sleek, which I know is a look that some people go for and really enjoy, but I go for the hedge backwards look. The bigger my hair, the messier my hair, the better, in my mind. So I use products like this. As Dolly Parton once said, it costs a lot of money to look this cheap. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. And I've got one body favourite to talk about. Now, this is a shower gel. I had a small sample of it, and I'm now really worried that I recommended this. If I've already recommended this, I'm sorry. Anyway, basically I went and bought the big version, so whenever I have like a sample of something and I like it so much I go out and buy it, I like to recommend it because obviously it's a product that I've used up a whole, although it's a sample, like I've used this all up and I'm like, actually no, I've been really enjoying this product. I've got a whole host of body butters and body lotions. I'm actually getting really into moisturising my body, which is a miracle because I often hate sort of moisturising my body, but I've really gotten into the habit of using it. But anyway, because I've been so lazy with it, I've got a whole host of body lotions to use up, which often correspond with shower gels. So I bought this one. This is the Super Duper Rich and Creamy Shea Butter. Super Duper Rich and Creamy Shea Butter Body Wash, and it smells amazing. I got this from Tesco, I believe. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells, I mean, it doesn't say that it has vanilla in. It's got sweet almond oil. Oh, it has got vanilla pods in. I completely and utterly lied. It does have vanilla. It definitely is that sort of like warm vanilla smell. It feels really nice on the skin, and sort of whilst I'm using up body lotions, which I don't have corresponding shower gels to, I wanted this one, and it's £6, which is, you know, quite a lot, but I'm sure, again, Tesco, you could probably get it on sale, but it's a massive bottle, so I think it's going to last me ages. And yeah, I love the smell of it. I purely bought this on scent, but it is all actually, I believe it's vegan. Yep, it's formulated without animal derivatives and a bunch of other baddies that you sometimes find in body lotions, body washes. So yeah, it's sort of a green, pun intended, body wash that I've been really enjoying. And that is all the sort of products that I want to talk about, but I do have an internet favourite that I wanted to mention. So if you don't know what Facebook Watch is, it's basically Facebook's version of YouTube. Facebook can't buy YouTube because Google own it, so they've gone ahead and made their own. And there are a few programs that are on it, and they're getting some YouTubers to do some, but they've also got some other famous people to do it. Anyway, so Broadly, which is the more sort of female focused side to Vice, have a page, and they have at the moment a program on Facebook Watch called the Scarlet Letter Reports, and it's hosted by Amanda Knox, which is a name that you might recognise because she got wrongly convicted in Italy for murdering a British woman, and she's American. Anyway, so she went to prison for 4 years, but was then acquitted completely of the crime. Anyway, so the Scarlet Letter Reports, it's about women who have been vilified in the public eye through either their femininity or their sexuality, or both. And by sexuality I don't necessarily mean with like homosexuality or bisexuality, I mean just being a woman and being a sexual being. And I've just found, I'm finding it so interesting. I think it's so well done. Every episode, I mean there's only 2 at the moment, and they're under 10 minutes long, so they're sort of almost like mini documentaries in sort of YouTube videos format, like in length. So I'm finding the whole thing incredibly interesting. I I'm very excited to see who else they interview. If you listen to my podcast, I'm 100% going to talk about this on my podcast a bit more and why I find it so interesting. By the way, if you didn't know that I have a podcast, I do. It's always linked down below if you wanted to listen to it. I'd like it if you did. If you do already, thank you very much. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. But yeah, it's one of those things I'm definitely going to discuss on there because I just think it is phenomenal. But I thought I'd give my YouTube viewers a heads up on something that I've been really enjoying. And yeah, that is everything from me. Do I have any other favourites? I mean, I've been enjoying Fleetwood Mac recently, but that's nothing new. Oh, I could look like a member from Fleetwood Mac today, couldn't I? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If there's anything that you'd like to see from me, you know, as I said, I'm free from uni now, so I'm going to be making a lot more content, so if there's anything that you'd like to see from me, please leave that down below. Subscribe if you haven't, and I shall see you soon. Thanks, bye!